Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to the madness. We have arrived at the Hawkins mansion, where I remember her name was Sarah Hawkins. What was the husband's name? Charles Hawkins. Charles Hawkins had married Sarah Hawkins, who was kind of like a New York socialite. But then she Boston socialite. Whoops. But then she disappeared from like prosperity and from the public viewpoint, to go with Charles to Darkwater, this kind of hole and like just off the coast. Oh, hello. A figurine of whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for their children. Now, it should be noted that that Charles Hawkins' family got their money from the miraculous catch. The giant whale that fed the entire town. The final catch. Which itself seems a little bit suspicious. That, like, they found bigger and bigger whales up until that last one. Right now, though, we're with Officer Bradley. This hick cop likes order and justice. He's no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth in the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem to be friendly with him. He could help me in my investigation. So far, I've been pretty, like, if somebody says, hey, help me out, I've been a pretty agreeable, largely because, hey, why not? I figure making an ally with a person, I'm not really thinking about my own character's future, because whatever ending I get, I get. I'm thinking more like, okay, now you can experience more story with each character. The Hawkins mansion is perched at the top of a steep cliff. The abandoned garden harbors the graves of the Hawkins family, and the only blah, 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 blah. Let's try that again. And only the old caretaker, Silas Winchester, still roams this bleak spot. He protects it fiercely and still puts flowers on the graves of his old masters. It's a gloomy place. Okay, and every chapter has its own set of clues. I'm guessing just the...
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place. Sturdy and well sharpened. Sturdy and well sharpened.
Alright, well, I guess I can't grab it from this angle. Hilltop House, built in 1693 by Reverend John Wickwood.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
This is true. I was wondering what his investigation skill would garner that wasn't already written on the sign. Let's double back and see what else is going on in this garden real quick, like. Likewise, Officer Bradley just standing there. By the graves of the dead.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Probably left there by the caretaker.
Must be very attached to her.
Ah, and what about the flowers next to the other people's?
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
We're not alone here.
Is the caretaker still around? Evidence here suggests he is.
It's surprising indeed. Let's try to keep our eyes open.
You know, this is a small island, like, such a strange final resting place.
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it.
Yeah.
Even that broad baker is above that.
But then again,
Lord, have pity on this poor family.
considering the way that he treats Sarah's gravestone, like, he could have easily been the fan, like, he had his own private fan altar in the warehouse. Sarah was only 32 years old. Charles was 40... And then there was Simon.
Poor kid.
Barely 11 years old. When the fire claimed his life. Okay, let's head to the mansion. What a mansion! I mean, if this place had respectable Wi-Fi... Throw in some respectable Wi-Fi, some big screen television,
I'll have to find another entrance.
a setup to record YouTube videos. Now you've got a stew going. Let's see if I can pick up that axe from this side. The axe is gone. Okay, that is disconcerting.
The axe is gone.
Hmm,
I'd better be on my guard.
I'm guessing there's probably, I don't know, is there gonna be like a forced stealth section where I must hide myself from the axe murderer?
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
Whoa!
Officer Bradley, this would be a nice time to show up.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
I work for Stephen Webster.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here.
I just
And
did.
No baloney.
I just
The
did.
police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
So, Sarah Hawkins was important to you. All right, let's go with
You
that.
still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake. but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
I always
see what
approve of
more I can
games
learn
where you can talk your way out of situations. But what's down here? Also, I guess I don't have to worry about the Axeman now, because that's done.
This gate is locked.
Let's see, that's a locked gate. There's nothing. Ah, is this Silas Winchester's place? Yeah, this is probably then where Silas was staying, because I was wondering if he always keeps that door locked.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Then, I guess he doesn't live in the mansion itself.
Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes. I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
Can I go inside the door? Probably not.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Okay, now that I have the ability to climb up here, how does that help me? No, that doesn't help me. Maybe I need something to cut the cord over here around the window. So I could peek on what Silas Winchester does with his time. But we've collected a couple more notes. Silas Winchester is the old caretaker of the Hawkins family. Silas Winchester still watches over the family graveyard in the burned-out mansion, devoted to Charles Hawkins, whom he all but raised. He also has great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and their child Simon. His long months of solitude in the abandoned property have made him very distrustful. Silas still puts flowers in the graves of Charles, Sarah, and Simon, though we've only saw flowers on the grave of Sarah. I've got hold of the key that opens the door to the tradesman's entrance of the Hawkins mansion. I hope that it was worth the risk. Alright, it looks like I'm probably going to have to... Oh, there's the axe again. I'm probably going to have to come back down here later. So let's head back up the stairs and see what's going on inside the house. See what kind of mysteries we can reveal on the fate of...
Pierce, shall we enter?
We shall.
Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watching the place armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. And Bradley did nothing. He did nothing. Where is Bradley getting any sort of credit for his lack of effort?
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Who left the dogs out? Let's see if we can upgrade something. I'd upgraded psychology. Do I want to upgrade... I can't do occultism or medicine because those require books. I can only do psychology, investigation, strength, eloquence, and spot hidden. If I'm going to... Alright, let's do eloquence. I believe that's a painting of Charles.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins.
Ugh.
What does this tell me?
It tells me that their dinner was awful.
What kind of meat is this?
That is an excellent question. Ugh. Is that like a...
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Son of a... Wasting perfectly good, bizarre creature food.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Maybe she wasn't hungry?
Something happened at this table. An argument?
Can I look at anything else before I leave this reconstruction? This reconstruction from within my mind palace.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Yes.
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Ah, ambiance. Who ordered madness with a side of ambiance?
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles.
One of these days, there's going to be like a mystery about like a painter who died, and the detective is going to like look at the painter's paintings to try to discern a clue, and just find tons of paintings of dragons. Like nothing that's necessarily directly psychologically related to their death. The Last Supper. Since the fire in the Hawkins mansion, the dining room has remained intact. The setting allows the places occupied by the family members to be determined. Visibly, etiquette was respected, even in private. Charles Hawkins sat at the head of the table, with wife and son on either side. The knocked-over chair would... on either side? That sounds like they would be on the left and the right. But how do you determine what... if a table has... you have a long table, wouldn't it have two heads? Okay, the knocked-over chair could be due to something that happened after the fire, or it could confirm the theory of a domestic argument. Clearly, the roast was untouched in certain plates. The meat, mysteriously preserved since then, seems to have been the subject of the dispute between the Hawkins couple. What do we have here?
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? He was looking for Cthulhu. It's in the title. I think that's the problem with a game like Call of Cthulhu, is like, there's no real surprise when Cthulhu shows up, or at the very least, when Cthulhu-esque materials show up. Like, it's in the name.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
It would be like naming your story, Look Out for the Axe Murderer, and then suddenly an axe murderer shows up, and you're like, wow, who would have expected this? Not I. Ah, it's reconstruction time. Let us enter the Mind Palace. We have A smashed oil lamp.
Why?
What is this?
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Nah, it's actually been broken for years now.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Where are the others? Where are the other interactables? Which I cannot light up the scene because I cannot pull out my match. What are you?
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
He drank the whiskey.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here,
Then it would have been hung
it
on.
didn't burn?
How did it burn? How did it burn? How did it burn? Anything in the fireplace? Any switches? No, that's Resident Evil 7. But there's no space for Charles's body. Alright, it looks like I'm done. Reconstructing this. Oh, I can reconstruct the painting as it was fully intact. Oh, what's this?
Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
But didn't they find 3 corpses?
And the boy.
The boy!
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
It's official. The police botched this investigation. Oh my gosh, you should see how terrible the fire wasn't just an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
It's not just a theory, it's a detective theory. The couple had a fight.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Why would this room... Okay.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Alright, let's upgrade my eloquence again. I need 3 more character points after that. According to the police report, the lamp is the cause of the accidental fire that destroyed the mansion. However, bloodstains in the debris tell a different story. A partly burned shoe. It seems like it belonged to Sarah Hawkins. The glass of this heavy clock is broken and the hands show 10 o'clock. It would give the time of the fire or have nothing to do with it. I made that point, too. Contradicting the police report, the Hawkins drawing room tells a whole totally different version of the fire that claimed the whole family. Beginning with the presence of a handprint that throws up the possibility of a survivor. The bodies of Charles and Sarah Hawkins left no mark on the floor, nor, to that matter, in the drawing room, contrary to that of the child, still visible close to the fireplace. The same goes for the glass shards in the floor. A close inspection reveals the presence of blood on several of them. On the wall, the very clear mark left by the painting found in the Hawkins warehouse confirms that the Hawkins case could be much more than a domestic accident. So then the question I have is, how did the bodies look? Like, were they buried without a body?
This door is locked.
This door is locked. No one would have expected it. Ah, ambiance. Ooh, is this medicine? It is medicine. You know, your medicine skill doesn't seem to really raise that quickly. Maybe I'm just not using my medicine books well enough. Ah, why
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Ah, that's kind of fun. Now, where did Officer Bradley go?
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
Hey, way up she rises. Hey, way up she rises.
This door is blocked from the
way
outside.
up she rises early in the morning. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Hey, way up she rises. Hey, way up she rises. A crowbar found in the Hawkins Manor. It probably belongs to the caretaker, Silas.
Could prove useful.
Ah, this looks blocked off. Nice. At the very least, it's always good to know your limits.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein,
Oh,
dated 1818.
fancy. That is a lot of curtains. Okay.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
From the miraculous catch. I think there's another one of these paintings in the dining hall. Ambiance. Okay, I'll stop. Will I? Maybe. Moby Dick, the whale.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
I cannot say I've ever read Moby Dick. Despite the fact that I have a major in English. It just never came up. So what does that count as? I guess not occultism, but... Does that count as knowledge of whales? This seems like something I should be able to examine. Oh well.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
And then we got a painting of Hawkins himself. Just an empty room.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
His ability to spot a specific book in like a whole collection of books is impressive. The human body, a comparative analysis, a precise and very detailed treatise on the particularities of the human body compared to the animal world. Okay. The simplicity of its writing and the vulgarization of its vocabulary make it accessible to the profane. Yeah, like each book only increases your medicine by like 2%. So I guess it's something that gets upgraded very, very slowly. What do we have here? Oh, just some more light reading. Okay, I cannot go there.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Have you ever read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? That's a story with a lot of depth. I think I might have read that one when I was a kid. I don't think I actually read it any Jules Verne story for school or like anything after. Like, this is where I keep my skull.
There's something disturbing about this painting.
I could have told you that one for free.
A book on hunting whales. The island's staple diet last century. Dark water history.
Dark water.
This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
What do we have here? What kind of flame is burned inside these lamps?
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Okay, I learned a lot from that examination. There will be a quiz. You can use your notes.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. I have a feeling that Sarah Hawkins was a bit of a medium. That was how she got her inspiration for her paintings. Charles Hawkins recognized her capacity for being a medium, and that's why he brought her to the island itself. But because she was brought to the island, which itself is a focal point for the Cthulhus, this essentially concentrated that madness within her.
Locked.
What about you? Spooky. We got a boat.
The boys' room.
Alright, let's reconstruct this scene. Let's see, what have we got? We have some...
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
You live on the island of Darkwater. You make a fort.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Is this sleeping pills?
Strong for an 11-year-old boy.
Everybody
What
in this
was wrong with this family?
Everybody in this story seems to be hitting up the sleeping pills. The sleeping pills must have a pretty good market. Okay.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Yeah, likely something that, because of the island, the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. What year does this, Oh, the book would have been out, but not necessarily the movie. Why, hello.
The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
Simon's private journal. He seemed worried about his mother and her attacks. Tension also seemed to be growing between the Hawkins couple. Could the fire be the result of an argument? Saturday. Today with Mother. We played in the garden, but she is still sad. I hate it when she is sad. Is she angry with Father? Father scolded me. He shouted loud and wanted to spank me, but Mother did not want him to. He is always angry. Why? There are lots of strange things in his office. I just wanted to look at them. Tuesday. I built a castle for Mother and me. I told her to come and hide with me. Wednesday. She's always painting monsters. I don't like her monsters. I have bad dreams and they come into my bedroom and look at me. I cry and Mother shouts at me, and Father says that I must take tablets. They are not nice. I don't want to take them. Tuesday. Mother is screaming again. She cries a lot. Father is sad, too, and angry with Mother. I don't know why. Mother is sad again. At lunch, we ate in silence. It was strange. Father said, "Finish your dishes. We always eat the same thing. It looks like rotten fish, and it smells very bad. Why does he always want us to eat that? It's not very nice. If we have to eat it again tonight, I will throw my plate on the floor and smash it." Oh, okay. So the smashed plate in the dining room, that was actually specifically Simon's doing. Simon threw the plate on the floor. Charles got upset at Sarah, and then they run into the other room. In the little boy's room, an abandoned book on the bed and toys scattered on the ground talk about everyday life of a normal family, but the disturbing drawings and the sleeping pills raise suspicions that even Simon Hawkins may have been suffering from mental illness. Was the boy able to see things like her mother pretended to be? Talk about a claim there. Ooh. What have we here? The key that opens the door to Sarah Hawkins' office was concealed.
What will her room reveal about her?
It will reveal that she was a video game streamer on Twitch. And her favorite video game of choice was Fortnite.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
They act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that, I know something. Why does she have a pillow on at the foot of the bed? Is that like a pillow for her feet? That is a pretty awesome sketchbook, though. Occultism. All right. My occultism has finally increased after all of this time. Oh, I can pick the lock?
Perfect.
Excellent. Because my investigation is high enough. Maybe I should have just stayed inside. I'm just gonna turn back. No, I'm not.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Fate brought us together, and forever it will bind us. Truly, there's nothing more romantic than that. What would be more romantic of Edward Pierce claiming they loved each other when you get a note like that? That's not a sweet nothing. That's oof. Anything in there? Nothing there.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
You know, if she sold all those paintings for that amount of money, back in those days?
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Oh? Anything in there?
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last one, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. Also, I need that sweet, sweet cheddar from your paintings. Let me sell your paintings for moolah. Oh, interesting. So there would have been two ways into this room. One way by finding the key, one way by just my investigation skill. Can I look at this altar?
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work, as long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the Elder Sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful, though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all of proven reliability. Extract taken from the Malus Bestiorum. Bestiarum?
Bradley? Is that you?
I don't remember this door being open.
Is anyone there?
Monsters, if you're there, you have to announce yourself. It's the rules. You know, if this was a different genre of a game, like, he would have to fight the paintings itself. Ooh, or what if, like, the paintings themselves, like, came to life? Like, the monsters emerged from the paintings. Is that Edward Pierce on the canvas? A man of whom she has never met?
You!
I will get you, but first I will consult my diary. Old hurricane lamp still working. I've just got to be careful. It burns a lot of oil. Do I actually have to?
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
Yeah, I don't think I necessarily need the occult.
This door was closed earlier.
The hurricane lamp. For this area.
Where did he go?
Ooh, that is a lot of character points. Okay, so I will dump 3 of them into eloquence. And actually, let's start putting some into investigation, because clearly that has helped us out. Or should I put them into spot hidden? Or should I put them in as strength? Or psychology? Let's put this into spot hidden. And I think that's where we're at for now.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
Ah. Refills can be found in the levels.
Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her.
Those letters have been opened but visibly have not left Charles Hawkins' office. They are tied together by a carefully knotted braid. Why did Hawkins intercept his wife's mail? Because he was untrustworthy of his wife. Or he just wanted to keep her in the dark in general.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
And this other guy. This third man.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
That's a map? And not something somebody scribbled all over?
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. As if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Ah.
Doesn't work. Seems like this came from a log.
Let's see. 42 north, 70 west, Darkwater Island. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. 47 north, 55 west. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without a trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. 49 north, 61 west. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. 57 north, 51 west. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seemed to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. 33 north, 53 west. We've caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Darkwater. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. But the Scylla does come back with the catch. 33 north, 53
There must
west.
be a link with the Seaway map.
What was that? 33 north, 53 west? So that's about here. Here? No, west. Here about.
Looks like it
Yay! I figured out basic logic.
Well done, Pierce.
All right. All right. Actually, hold on. I don't think I looked at that one real close like. Sarah Hawkins' sketches look more like a gallery of horrors than anatomical studies. Do they represent haunts? What haunts her nights? Chapter 4, Tunnels Under the Hawkins Mansion. Inside the Hawkins Mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place, looking for proof. When a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and police officers set off after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley entered the tunnel under the mansion, and they also entered the madness.
Under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look. Someone's been here recently.
But we'll be looking around this place next time. For the meantime, though, got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.